Hello everyone, my name is Anton Babenka and welcome to my episode number, which one is it? 79, where I'm doing different things about Terraform and well, for the last 4 episodes I was doing some serverless patterns work and I want to continue it. So yeah, let's get started. I have a few announcements as usual. One of announcements is that if you're going to AWS reInvent and you want to meet or to talk about something, please let me know. We can schedule something. If you install mobile application which is called AWS Events, not Event Bridge, but AWS Events, then yeah, you can find me there inside of PR Talk, and yeah, let's see how it works. I will be there for the whole week, so it should be fine. Okay, let's see. Here is it. So a couple like traditional announcements. Please subscribe to Weekly TF, Terraform Weekly newsletter, which I'm publishing for 98 times already. And yeah, there are quite a lot of content being published by the community. So for me, it's getting rather easy type of work. So I just go and read. Of course, I read a lot of content. Not everything what I find I'm able to publish because a lot of content is just repetitive or just plain boring. So I hope you appreciate that I'm not publishing thousands of links which I see through the week, but just a subset of those. And next week there will be a very special guest. We will have a good conversation with Kiev Morris, who's a well-known guy from Infrastructure as Code community. He's author of the book Infrastructure as Code. And we want to discuss more about like CI/CD pipelines for the Infrastructure as Code and many different things around that. So if you have any questions or any input you want to provide, please let me know, and I will be able to think about it, and we'll be able to go through that too. So next week is 18th of November, same time as now. Okay, and one more thing, where is it? Yeah, here is it. If you are watching this and you know JavaScript, don't hesitate to help with this issue, which we have in ALB module pull request number 264, because we just don't know JavaScript and it will take ages for us to figure out how to fix it. Well, at least I'm speaking about myself. I have been deliberately and successfully avoiding JavaScript during my entire career. So yeah, we have some things which, of course, we can fix, but it will just take a lot of time. We would rather spend this time doing something more productive. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, and what I'm gonna to do today. Well, let me explain what I did actually before. Right, during this week I made how to say this one. So I have been working for the last few weeks before on this live stream, making different Terraform serverless patterns. And then I have been discussing like some details, how this should be presented, how it should be named, what kind of patterns actually make sense to do with developer advocates from AWS. And during this week, I decided to, okay, it's time to actually wrap up, because it's a lot of things which I have done during last period, and I want to publish it. So what I did is I opened this pull request inside of Serverless Patterns repository, which will be reviewed eventually by developer advocates, and it will be merged. Originally, I was planning to do this during the stream, but I have spent about half day to make this pull request, because it's a lot of files change, a lot of kind of validation, a lot of explanation to write, like yeah. That's why it took me a lot of time. And what I want to do today is probably I want to pick one more pattern, or maybe two, it depends how much time will it take me. And I want to make this as well. Original pull request was a little bit too big, so obviously it was just one big thing, which is 61 file to review, 2,000 lines of code being added. That's too much. So I will just pick some pattern, which I can implement, and we'll see how it goes. So if you have specific feedback or specific service you want to kind of to look through, or to kind of yeah, to process, I would say, please let me know, because I have almost no preference. Of course, I want to make it as practical as possible, but it's not always possible for me to figure out what is actually practical. I mean, I like work with Lambda function, for example, but Lambda function is one of 5 or 10 different serverless services by AWS. So maybe it's not really that spectacular to watch the same things over and over. So please let me know which service, or which yeah, or just service would you like to have. And yeah, so while you're thinking, I know that there are some people watching it, so which is good. So I'm not talking to an empty screen like it was yesterday with All Day DevOps conference, where I was talking, but I didn't know how many people were actually watching it. Here I can see that few people are watching. Good. One more thing which is relevant to the work which I'm doing. I went on Serverless TF website. Well, I did this many times before, since I wrote it 2 years ago. I read this text and actually updated some of this text. So first of all, I received feedback from some of you guys. Thanks a lot for sending feedback and explaining what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. So some of the feedback which I received so far was, we understand that this is about doing serverless with Terraform, but can you present a bit more like a code snippet, how certain things can be implemented? So that's why I'm working on serverless patterns, because I want like working code snippet to be presented, and then I will link them somehow from this serverless TF website. I'm also going to add some information about like just hello world example, just to illustrate how things can be implemented using serverless TF approach. And I also updated this section quite a lot. So I have added some formatting to highlight what exactly is serverless TF approach. I did not change a lot of logic behind it. Like I still think about serverless TF as it was written before. The only thing which I have kind of acknowledged and simplified was something here inside of FAQ. I updated some things here, and there was one paragraph, well, one question related to where does serverless TF fits. I just removed this question because I don't know where it fits really. I know that there are quite a lot of users using this approach and using all of these modules which we have developed over years, but I don't know exactly a lot of companies who are using this approach and can publicly say. I know like 5 different companies because they have been contributing or yeah, asking questions, but I don't have enough kind of logos to put here and say like, hey, these companies are using. I will probably do this at some point, but currently I don't have enough information. As I said, I have about 5 different companies to put here, but it's not as impressive as if I would have, let's say, 20 companies who are using this. I currently don't know 20. So so please go to Serverless TF, read this if you are new to the serverless with Terraform approach and how exactly I'm looking at this. You can also click on read more on GitHub and read significantly more information about internals. Okay, let's see what else. What else can I make here? Right. Okay, let's do. Yeah, let's do something. Does anyone have any feedback, suggestion, or anything? Please let me know. Like, which of these many services do you think is kind of relevant? Hmm? While I'm gonna to pause here and wait for your feedback. I will go through this list myself and see maybe you guys are just too shy, and then I need to come up with something like myself. Okay, let's see. So first, let's look into what existing Terraform patterns exist. You can choose one. Well, Jay, thanks a lot. I know that I can choose one, but uh, maybe you guys have specific interest. But yeah, of course, let's just review existing Terraform solutions and see which one is feasible. As I told in the past, or in the pull request, which is currently in review, 7 rather distinct Terraform patterns were already implemented. So I need to find something what is not really so similar to that. For example, if I have a pattern which is integrating SQS with Lambda, it means that it can be very similar as integrating SNS with Lambda or anything else with Lambda, since it's going to use event mapping. So that's not the point. I don't want to implement very similar integration where just small things are different. So let's look API gateway to event bridge. I guess it is similar already. Well, it was actually already implemented before. API gateway to DynamoDB, API gateway to Lambda. So this has been implemented already. I think it was the first pattern which I implemented. So if API gateway is on the left side, it does not really make a lot of difference what API gateway is talking to. It can be Lambda, it can be DynamoDB, it can be SNS, SQS, pretty much anything. So that's yeah, that's kind of the point. Let's keep this one. API gateway to Lambda to DynamoDB. Again, it's similar to API gateway to Lambda and then from Lambda to DynamoDB. So it's like two patterns combined. Okay. QLDB maybe sounds cool for people who know what is it. I have never used it. I don't have any Terraform code for that. Well, it will take me some time to find something good. Also, DynamoDB to Lambda, for example, where the difference is only in programming language which is used. Again, I understand that it's good for search engine optimization, but it's pretty boring for me to implement it. So I'm not gonna to switch programming language just because it doesn't make a lot of sense. Plus, I don't have working code in different programming languages nearby. It will take me some time to write or to find it. Okay, event bridge to CloudWatch logs, exactly the same as event bridge to what? To yeah, well, there was some event bridge integration in among previous patterns which I executed. So I didn't do anything with step function so far, but I have module for that, so maybe that's a good candidate. So event bridge calling step function, again, no brainer. Lambda function calling what it can call. Lambda function can call no. Let's see, maybe that's a good candidate. So lambda function will be invoked from no, lambda function will invoke something, like it will invoke event bridge, create lambda function that sends events to event bridge. That's pretty cool. Or invoke step function workflow from AWS Lambda, or Lambda to SNS to SQS. I don't know if I have this piece of code developed, so let me look into this pull request. Maybe I didn't do anything like that before. So S3, no, where is? So it took me quite a lot of time to write these README files and verify all of these testing cases. Creates bucket, no, that's not. Function, no, this is S3 bucket notification. Maybe this one. Creates queue function. Okay, so this is from the queue to Lambda function. Okay. Well, looks like I don't have a piece of code. Lambda function that is triggered. Okay, so again, this is Lambda function is triggered. It's not like Lambda function is triggering something. Okay, good. So far I'm happy. So this section of code, like Lambda two-step function, Lambda 2 SNS, 2 SQS, 2 parameter store, even system manager. Right, so yeah, well, that's pretty cool. It's very big section when Lambda function should invoke something, right? It will mean that there are some things related to execution role has to be configured. Okay, let's see which one does make most sense. So Lambda function invoke or send events to event bridge, or Lambda function send event to step function. Yeah, I like step function actually, because I didn't do anything with the step function at all in this series. So let's pick this one. It's called Lambda step function Terraform. So the piece of code is obviously not rendered properly, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to look into the source code of this thing. I have it somewhere here, just to understand how it was invoked. Step function workflow from Lambda with login enabled. Okay, a bunch of things are being deployed. Again, it's kind of obvious. This, how it works, is something rather complicated sometimes, at least for me to write and to think about how this is supposed to be working and testing. So that's why it took me half day on Thursday. No, on Wednesday. Okay, here we look into the code, some Terraform codes. Let's see what kind of resources we manage here. So again, let's start from this one. It's going to be Lambda role with Lambda policies, where the policy allows to write to logs and to execute step function. Pretty obvious. Then this set of things is related to the step function. Again, we allow to do something with logs, and yeah, and that's it. Then what's going on here? Step. what? Yeah, okay, making some CloudWatch log groups for Lambda function. Then we are making Lambda function itself, and we are making step function. That's pretty cool. And output. Well, it looks very simple. Like in terms of Terraform AWS modules, it's invocation of just two modules, Lambda function module and step function module. And I think I already have this example somewhere, so I'll just look into the code. But to begin with, I need to check out this source code locally and work there. There are some images, and there is also Lambda function code. Let's look into the code. What exactly to do implement. I like this comment, really. It's really inspiring. To do implement. I will not be surprised if I look into git blame and I find my name, because I sometimes write these comments. But no, usually it's a little bit more kind of complete. Okay, anyway, let's go into the IntelliJ and Lambda SFN Terraform. Here we are. Let's make git checkout. What was it? It's going to be called Terraform Lambda SFN. Is it SFN or is it step function? I don't know. Okay, let's call it SFN. I don't know. And now I will copy one of SQS Lambda. Is something what I did before. Let's see, it is create resource and set up event sourcing. Right, so I can actually copy this folder. And Terraform, what's it, SQS Lambda into Terraform Lambda SFN. Okay, pretty good. So far I didn't break anything. That's nice. Okay, so here is this piece of code and the code for the inspiration, which I forgot. How was it called even? It's called Lambda SFN Terraform. Where is this? Lambda SFN Terraform, this one. Okay, so from here I'm gonna to take, or I can actually copy the whole folder, put it somewhere inside so that I have it locally nearby. Okay, now go to Terraform Lambda SFN. And let's look into the code first of all. So here, from previous example, I made Lambda function and I have integration with SQS module. But instead of that, I'm going to use step function. Is it step function or step functions? And I never remember, but okay. Okay, of course, I'm not going to improvise and write something from scratch because it's just pointless. I'm going to steal some of my code from Terraform AWS modules, from step functions. Yeah, it's functions, so it should be plural. That's good. Good to know. And here inside of examples, I'm pretty sure that I will find this piece of code already. So this is how to create step function, and these are many integrations. These service integrations are responsible for creating IAM roles and policies, and this is like the magic sauce actually of the whole step function, because itself it is one resource in Terraform. Okay, let's look into grabbing this example. Mm -hmm. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, let's grab this example and put it somewhere here. Actually, somewhere here. These tags are gonna to be lambda sfn, and module is going to be step functions. Step functions. The definition of this thing can be configured somewhere outside, of course. Okay, let's see. First of all, just to reduce amount of boilerplate for the serverless integration, since we don't need it. X-ray can be cool, right? I mean, it's pretty neat to have 3 lines of configuration and have IAM policy attached to your step function execution role. Okay, but yeah, we can leave it like this. Okay, the rest is not needed. Mm -hmm. Right. Okay, we don't need actually any policies here, as far as I remember. Let's look into the definition. Right, definition was somewhere here. So here is the definition. It's pretty long. So maybe that's going to be easier to read and easier to understand if I really put it into definitions somewhere outside of it, and then just, where is it? And then just refer to the definition like this. Okay. So I will explain this magic about serverless integration in a bit, because it is really the most complicated part of the whole module. So let's see what else is missing here. Lambda sfn. What is n at the end? Sfn. Just to not confuse people with San Francisco, or what? Or is it San Francisco not? I don't know. Okay, we don't need event sourcing for this thing. We don't allow this lambda function to call anything, to be called by anything, so that's fine. Instead, we will specify, we will have to specify something like allow lambda function execution role to call step function, but okay, this I can do later. Right, that's it. Pretty simple piece of code, I guess. I have no clue if it's gonna work. Oh yeah, we need some source, right? We need source and images as well. So the source is going to be here. Here we specify, no, where we specify it. Okay, let's look into this here just briefly one more time and figure out what else we need to do. So we are going to make zip archive, which we do anyway. Then we need to make sure that we have this execution role, I mean this policy inside of execution role somewhere here. Mm, I guess there should be some service role provided, um, but if not, anyway, we can just attach custom policy like this. So this is for later. What else? This one is automatically enabled as far as I remember because it will be added. Um, let me just run Terraform get here just to have a little bit more auto completion here. Okay, so there was something about log attach CloudWatch. Yeah, it is by default, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is by default, so there is no need to touch it. Policies, yes, I will need to verify which one actually exists. And handler name, right? Let's look into next. So that's it. So regarding lambda function, what else do we need to do? So this is important magic. Well, it's not so important, but it's kind of uh, important to match. Okay, and layers, probably a good example as well to show that AWS Lambda power tools a region. I don't have region, but I can definitely add AWS region current. Good. So that's now this is going to be used here, and version 15 of this layer. It's a little bit hard to guarantee that this layer will exist in the future, right? Because maybe it's already on version 1000. You never know. So that's why I will add a little bit to do to use data source to find the layer. There is a data source in AWS provider which allows to find the version of the layer. So I'm going to use that one here just to show the point. Okay, so I need to find the right one, and that's it. Okay, let's do another review of the step function configuration. It should be quite simple, but no, the one which is required by the application here is this environment variable. Otherwise, I guess the application will not work. Environment. No, it's not environment, it's something else. It's environment variables. Oh my God. I was so creative when I came with these names. Okay, so environment variables. Ah, right, of course, it's environment plus variables, so that's why it is combined. You see, I have actually explanation for many things which I did in the past. Okay, and step function, step machine, that's magic, which is going to come from module, step function, and that's it. And then I forgot. Oh, yeah, right. I need to call this guy too. Yeah, it's easy to run just git, not git, sorry. Terraform init. It will just fail for now. So init like this, and now I should have some autocomplete. Come on, I want to see my autocomplete. Strange. Why I don't see my autocomplete? Ah, right, of course. This is this is wrong. So it should be Terraform AWS modules step functions AWS version. I have no clue which version. So if I have no clue which version, what I do, I go to changelog and I see at least which generation we have. It's version 2. Cool. So then I go back somewhere here, and I just write 2.0. And now if I run Terraform init, it will complain. That's okay. So now I should have autocomplete. That's the whole point. Right, so here I want state machine IRM. That's it. Attach policies I need to find, and that's it. Okay, so what's wrong with the configuration of the step functions? Step functions, where is it? Right, okay, here. If I look into the source code of what was before, so here we need to use this definition. It's done, and then just login configuration. That's simple, right? So login configuration here is to use this bucket to include execution data and all level of debugging. So that's it, but we also need to provide login destination for some reason. Let's see why. So if I go to examples and if I look into login configuration, well, I don't need to provide it, I'm pretty sure, because if I enable it here and I look into the source code here and just watch cloud watch. So as soon as I enable login and login configuration level is not off, then it should where is this? It's using, no, what is this? A log group iron, where is this? Ah, right, okay, it's coming from, oh, that's a magic. Sometimes we need to drop this prefix, or this suffix, sorry, because data source has it, but resource doesn't have it. Okay, good. So anyway, we are creating this by default, so it shouldn't be necessary for me to provide it. Right, where is this? Okay, going back here, we don't need this block at all. We already have what we need, and just need to double check that login is enabled. Enable login. No, where is login? Login. Where is this login? One more time. Ah, okay. Enable login is not separate flag. It's already taken into account from this login configuration level section. Good. So that's no need to do anything here. We already have level all, so it will be enabled. Okay. That's it. That's it. Well, I'm excited to see if it's going to work or command. But if I run Terraform apply now, cycle. Oh, cycle is which level cycle is? Well, cycle happens because here I'm using lambda function IRN, which is dependent which is like not known here yet. I'm pretty sure I have described this somewhere in examples. So let me see. Where was it? No, where was it? Maybe it's inside of main README. Like if I specify this as a well-known thing, then it will work. And actually, that's a good point. Yeah, right, that's a good point because I don't need to, how to say, I don't need to have it really so dynamic. So let me explain what I mean by that. I'm going to look into the piece of code here, and I'm going to just take this guy from this code. Right, so from here, I'm going to put it inside of this one. So instead of having it like module blah blah blah, I'm going to use the well-known address. Now if I run plan, I think it will be okay. What? Oh yeah, it doesn't like my outputs. Well, that's true. I don't like them either. Where to get these outputs from? From here? No, that's bad. From here, yeah. Okay, so if I go to this outputs, so I still have Lambda function, but I don't have SQS. So instead I have my step machine. So step machine, oh here I call it step function, step functions. I'm lost. Yeah, let's call it step function as a single because I'm making one step function, right? But it consists of many Lambda functions. Yeah, should be a bit logical if I do this like this. Okay, right. Okay, so I'm gonna to output step function. No, it's a state machine. Oh my God, state machine, but step function. Anyway, so I need to know I ran here and here. That's actually identical. Creation type status. That's it. Step function. Yeah, it's going to be called state machine. It's going to be called, sorry, it's going to be called step function role I ran, right? And step function role name. Yeah, I think it's state machine IAM role. Good. So now let's run init again, and let's run apply and see if it's going to do something. Yeah, now it's going to work fine. And if I specify this in another format, it's not going to work fine. So here the trick is to make correct use of, not correct use, sorry, what I'm saying. I need to figure out this guy, and I need to figure out this one and this one. So region I know, account I know, function name. Do I know function name? Yes, I know function name. That's it. Oh, I have an idea. What if I, inside of Lambda function module, just introduce an output which will be called Lambda function IRN, but static, something like that. Then this guy will be very well known in advanced. So let me show you what I mean. Here, instead of getting it from the Lambda function itself, oh my God, the best invention which I had in my head since early morning. Static. So if I do this, and then I need to come up with something what looks like this. Is it try? Yes, it is try, because you're not always going to create it. So here I have information about region, about account, about this one. Oh my God. Right. Okay, let's see. I'm a bit too excited already. Okay, I will keep this like in my mind, and usually my mind stretch between files, so that if I made it in this file, I'm going to put it here. I will remember to put it into the right place later on, but now I want to just make it to work in smallest example possible. So here, once more, region. Do I have region somewhere? Yes, I have region here. Pick. Do I have account? Well, I probably, no, I don't have account yet, but it's gonna to be somewhere here. So it's gonna to be data caller ID. This. So, well, where is it? AWS caller ID, this account ID, and function name is going to be already well known. It's going to be random pet this ID. That's pretty amazing, right? How amazing is that? So far, exceptionally amazing. Because there is no external dependencies between these two resources. Hmm. Yes, let's make it and let's see how it goes. I think it's pretty quick at the same time. So, okay, here I can see that step function has some IAM policy for IAM and some IAM policy for Lambda, which is exactly what I need. While it's doing something and I don't see an output, I can still go to my Terraform state file, because it's going to be updating all the time, and I can just see IAM policy document the way it is written. So for the Lambda function, we are, what is it? This is assume role document, so it's pretty boring. For logs, well, for logs, kind of obvious that we have this thing. For for role, we have, that's it. I want to see step. Yeah, so this one is what I want to see. I want to see step function document. So again, it has everything fine for logs. As you can see, it has a little bit more actions allowed, which is probably fine. Here we have invoke function, and run is the one which we need. Fantastic. That was so simple. Yeah, and we also add this thing here. Okay, well, like preliminary checks inside of Terraform TF state is what I usually do when I don't see outputs and it takes like 10 minutes. Well, not 10 minutes, but some time. And I just go there and see how things are being created. Because while it's working here, I can always go to the code and make some changes. Okay, so that's fine. X-ray, do we care about X-ray even? Yeah, probably. Okay, what else should I do? Probably just go to terminal and verify it, right? If I go to the terminal now, let's see. And by the way, does it make any sense? Is it clear what I'm doing, or is it too quick, or is it too slow? Well, hopefully not too slow, but you never know. Okay, so which service is it? Step function somewhere here. It's like my top services which I'm using. Most of them are, uh, well, most of them are serverless, I guess. No, not all. Okay, so here we are. We have logs, we have express type, and we have definition. Looks pretty cool. We have login, where everything is included. So we have execution. Can we run this now? Well, what will verify? Mm, I don't know. Probably nothing. But let's try it anyway. Synchronous. Wait until it completes. Yeah, it should be no problem. Express execution failed. Yeah, that's good. Choice state. Oh my god, invalid pass. The choice state definition pass. It can be that that definition was wrong, or maybe I copied it incorrectly. Invalid pass dollar choice. Let's see. Mm. Which line was it even? Enter the event ID 6. Choice state. Choice state. Yes, this one. It has choice, choice, choice. I don't know what's wrong here. Really, I have no clue what's wrong with this definition. Of course, I can use the smallest one. So it starts at pass, and next I can add to, let's say, wait, and then I can say that the last one will be end. Ah, no, I need to, how can I edit this? I cannot edit it. Oh, that's too bad. I can export it, but I want to edit it maybe here. Yeah, here is it. Okay. So it's gonna have to be pause, and then we'll wait for 3 seconds and then end. I just want to see that it works as expected. Do we have end? And then we have end true. Is this how we're supposed to end? Yeah, that's good. Okay, that's amazing. Whoa, save. The changes will affect. That's cool. That's what I want to do. Now start execution. See how it goes. We should wait for 3 seconds and then it works fine. Okay, so then apparently there was something wrong with the configuration. Well, I wish it can tell me what exactly was wrong, because like I don't know where to even look. Okay, what else I should verify? Right, so I have this step function, and I should go to Lambda to see how it was configured. Right, so this piece of code is gonna to do something. If I test this one, I don't think I need to provide any meaningful input to it. So I just say save. Oh my god. Why it doesn't like my Cyrillic symbols? That's amazing name. The test. Come on, run this test. No, where is this? Test. Okay, it failed. Right, it failed with choice. Key error choice. Again, why does it Okay, yeah, choice was mentioned inside of code, right? Oh, yeah, of course, event choice, received choice. Maybe it's a good idea to look into the explanation of what was supposed to be happening. So let's see how the deployment instruction were written. So first, create all of this stuff, testing. Okay, so I need to provide specific payload to that. Okay, that's a good point, right? But sometimes it's so boring to read the kind of like how things supposed to be implemented and just try to run it logically. What is this? Received choice. Well, but my state. What is this? Access denied. So apparently, yeah, exactly. My Lambda function execution role does not have start execution operation. Right. That's exactly the missing bit which I had. Okay, let's go to the code and uh, add add this start execution operation or start execution. This one policy. Oh yeah, right. No, I don't want to do this. I want to go and find existing execution role like this one because I really don't like to provide custom things if AWS uh, can already give it to me. So here, if I go to roles and if I search for what Lambda SQS execution role, why I cannot find this one? I don't know. Refresh. No. AWS Lambda SQS execution role. There is no such thing. Strange. Huh. Where was supposed to be? Ah, right. Maybe it's here. No. Okay. Anyway, if I search for execution, right. So here we have a role policy. That's probably what I need. I also want to search for step. No, nothing for step. Well, maybe it's state. No. Anyway, let's look into. Oh my God, 100. No, that's too much. How do you even find it? Type. Is it AWS managed? Well, anyway, it should be something with execution. Oh yeah, that's better. So now find something with. Well, I don't see anything. Step, 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 step. Yeah, that's strange. Start execution, right? It's supposed to be called. Let's see, maybe I can find it. Oh, okay, yeah, well, there is no such thing actually. I need to provide it as a separate, yeah, separate policy, like custom policy. Okay, so pretty much that's what I didn't want to do, but okay, there is no better way. So let's go to the example and try to take it from there. So assume role policy, yeah, this one. So that's how I should write it. So attach policies, it should be attach policy statements. There is no other policy for that. So we are going to add just this execution role, and we're going to add just this step function. So obviously it's going to be module step function. It's broken here because I forgot to close it, but it should be machine ran, right? That's it. And it should be called step function. So that's it. Now if I run apply, I should see a little bit updated. Right, yeah, let's actually drop, or not drop, but let's actually store the updated configuration. Where was it? Here. So it's going to be definition, full definition, and definition. SFN, SFN. Good. So here I will put this much shorter definition, which I have already reduced here. Okay, so this is it. So what's going to change? We're going to add one, it's called inline policy for the step function, and attach it and drop and the one which was for SQSQ. Sounds simple. It sounds pretty good. Okay, so if I'm looking into running this now, I should see. I see the same error. Well, it can happen that why it can happen? That's a good question. I just wanted to say that it is happening because my Lambda function execution role is not propagated yet, but doesn't seem to be the case. No identity-based policy allows the state's start execution action. What can be the problem here? Let's see, maybe there is something interesting in the code. Choice, start execution, and input and receive response. That's it. Which line actually failing? It's line 17. It does not want to call this state machine IRN. Okay, what do we have in permissions? So we are allowing start execution. That's a U document. So what is this? We are allowing to start execution of this state machine. Sounds cool. Even icon is present inside of policy document, which is super weird. Okay, well, it should be working. Like in my experience, when I have issues like this, and I click a little bit too fast, then I just have to click a little bit slower, and then it somehow works. What I mean is that this is not really propagated everywhere. You see? Magic. Just have to be patient. I remember with API gateway and Lambda function, I was clicking desperately like 20 times and it didn't work. But then when I take a cup of coffee, and slow down, then everything works. Okay, so now the error message is, it says received choice A, that's good. So received response from this step function with some information. So this seems to be working fine, right? If we go to this configuration, monitoring, and succeeded for the first time. No, not for the first time, but once. That's it, right? I'm thinking what else I can do here. Well, there is something here. This is the latest execution, which was 2 minutes ago. Okay, so that's pretty much it, right? It's working. Now let's take a look into how to simplify this piece of code and make it a little bit cleaner. So when it comes to the Lambda function static, that's amazing. This improvement I will do probably after stream, but what else can be done? Yeah, right, about layers. Let's take a look into how to simplify layers, like using data source to fetch a layer. This one. So if I have this resource somewhere, what kind of arguments it expect? Only layer name is required. So layer name should be this one, right? But what if this layer name does not belong to me, right? That's a good question. How can I get, I mean, this is not unique at all. It's unique within this account, within this region. So what if I find, if I run this one, what will happen? Oh, let me show how I sometimes do debug and things like this if I'm in kind of in another place. So what I usually do is that here I'm making a folder and say it test, no, it's directory, and I call it test. And I put this configuration code somewhere here, and main tf, and that's it. And it's going to be called this just for fun. And I'm going to test and run Terraform init. And come on. And Terraform apply. So I have very small, pretty much test case. And it says that empty response. Yeah, that's true because it's not, there is no such such thing in my account because it's global. So when I don't have enough understanding of like where these things are coming from, I go to the source code of Terraform AWS provider somewhere here, and I just try to search Come on. In this repo. This is something new. They changed it recently. Okay, if I change it, oh, I mean, if I search it for this inside of this repository, it will take some time, I guess. And now I want to find the code for this data source. Code or even test case. Test case is usually better. So where is this test case? Resource. No, it's not resource. I want to use data source. Yeah, so here is a test, service layer and data source test. Yeah, I think that's it. So now go into this one and see what exactly. So here first they make it and then they search it. Well, not really what I wanted because it's inside of one AWS account. Let's see, maybe there is a way to specify the whole IRN somewhere. Just layer name. Well, that's not what I want. So apparently it's not working with specifying the whole IRN. That's what I see. Yeah. It says layer IRN, but it's gonna to be yeah, it's not. Okay. Unfortunately, it's not. It doesn't seem to be possible what I wanted to do. So layer name within one AWS account is not what I want to do. So then I need to hard code it to use version layer 15 as it was and forget about this. Brilliant idea. It's enough that I already have one brilliant idea today. So that's it. This is not possible. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add this one and simplify code a little bit. Okay, on this note, I want to say that I think I'm done for today, and once I finish this one, I will open a small pull request where I add just this example, and yeah, and that's it. Then the next step here will be for developer advocate to review this pull request. What was this? Yeah, this pull request which I opened, merge it, and hopefully in the near future we can go to this page, select. There will be a new category which is called Terraform with modules, and you will see not 7 but 8. Yeah, 8 different modules or patterns. So this is it. Once more, if you're going to reinvent and you want to meet, that's good. Let's meet. Thank you very much. Bye.